From the very start, Lil Tay's story has been one of chaos, controversy, and contradictions.
Stop! I was filming!
You're gonna be more ignorant.
But in this latest chapter, it's her father's words that set the tone. And they're not just words of concern, they're words of warning. Christopher Hope, who has been at the center of some of the most dramatic twists in his daughter's life, insists that the Lil Tay we've been seeing is not the one she truly is, and that everything we're witnessing is the result of manipulation, exploitation, and unchecked greed. Now, if you've been following Lil Tay since her viral explosion in 2018, you already know her life has played out like a reality show you can't turn off. But the difference here is that her father is calling out the people closest to her, not her haters, not the media, but her own inner circle. That's a bombshell that changes the way we see every headline about her. Before we get to the present, let's rewind. Lil Tay, born Claire Hope, burst onto the internet at just 9 years old, flaunting stacks of cash, luxury cars, and an attitude that made her both a viral sensation and a public villain. She called herself the youngest flexer of the century. And whether you loved her or hated her, you were watching. Some compared her to Bod Bobby, who found fame through Dr. Phil's Cash Me Outside moment, or Whoa Vicky, another teen who rode outrageous behavior into internet notoriety. But Lil Tay was younger, smaller, and somehow louder, and that made her even more controversial. Behind the scenes, her life wasn't as glamorous as the Instagram posts suggested. There were whispers about her being coached, pressured, and even exploited by the adults around her. And according to her father, those whispers were true. Fast forward to August 2023. The internet is blindsided. An Instagram post on Lil Tay's official account announces her death, along with her brother's. It's heartbreaking, it's shocking, and it spreads like wildfire.
Is it for clout, for the views, or was Lil Tay's Instagram account actually hacked? Rumors swirled, hearts were broken, tears flowed, and people got super shocked and worried when they heard the mysterious news that Lil Tay had passed away. Guys, it wasn't just rumors from unknown sources. The news was actually posted on her Instagram account. But that wasn't all. Her older half-brother Jason was also confirmed dead. And y'all, I don't know what could be worse than this. An undisclosed family member took Lil Tay's Instagram account and left the following message. It is with a heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss and indescribable pain. This outcome was entirely unexpected and has left us all in shock. Her brother's passing adds an even more unimaginable depth to our grief. During this time of immense sorrow, we kindly ask for privacy as we grieve this overwhelming loss, as the circumstances surrounding Claire and her brother's passing are still under investigation. Claire will forever remain in our hearts, her absence leaving an irreplaceable void that will be felt by all who knew and loved her.
Fans flood social media with tributes. Media outlets rush to cover the tragedy. Even celebrities weigh in, expressing their condolences. But then, just a day later, the entire thing unravels. Lil Tay is alive, her brother is alive, and the death announcement, a complete hoax. If you've been online long enough, you know celebrity death hoaxes happen. From Morgan Freeman to Britney Spears. But this one felt different. This was a child, someone whose life had already been wrapped in controversy, suddenly being declared dead. And then, nothing but confusion. Her father's response? He didn't just call it a misunderstanding. He claimed it was part of a calculated move, another stunt orchestrated by those controlling her image. Then came another twist. Lil Tay in the hospital. Photos surfaced showing her in a hospital bed, looking fragile and pale. There's no clear explanation, no official medical report, just speculation. Was it illness, an accident, something darker? Christopher Hope again pointed fingers, saying the truth was being hidden, that fans were being misled. And here's where it gets even more complicated. Despite all these accusations, Lil Tay herself hasn't spoken directly about what happened in those critical days. And then, almost as if to erase the chaos, Lil Tay reappears. Not with a heartfelt live stream, not with a tell-all interview, but with an Onlyfans announcement. Yes, you heard that right.
Lil Tay is flexing a new achievement. Days after the rapper turned 18 years old, she says she has amassed over $1 million on Onlyfans within 3 hours of creating her account. Tay shared a photo of her alleged earnings on Instagram August 3rd, in which she earned just over $1 million. She went on to chide her critics in another video, telling viewers,
"You hate on me all you want, you can't say Lil Tay ain't winning. So for everybody out there, do whatever the hell you want with your life. Who gives a f people have to say? And remember this, Lil Tay rich and finna get richer."
Tay, who turned 18 on July 29th, teased the idea of joining the adult content website a week before her birthday. She said in a July 22nd Instagram video,
"Every mail has been counting down to it and literally telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?"
At just 16 years old, Lil Tay is launching an account on a platform known primarily for adult content. And the internet? It exploded. Now, to be clear, OnlyFans does allow non-explicit content, and Lil Tay could technically be using it for music, behind-the-scenes footage, or exclusive fan interactions. But given the platform's reputation, the optics are, well, controversial to say the least. Her father didn't mince words, calling it a dangerous step, accusing those around her of prioritizing profit over her well-being, and warning fans not to fall for the marketing spin. This isn't the first time a young star's career has been marred by questions about exploitation. We've seen similar stories play out with other child influencers and teen celebrities. Think of Danielle Bregoli, better known as Bod Baby, who famously turned 18 and immediately launched an OnlyFans, making over $1 million in just 6 hours, but also sparking huge debates about how the internet sexualizes young girls. The pattern is alarming. A young person goes viral, their brand is built on controversy, and before long, their image is pushed into more adult territories, often before they're even emotionally ready. So the question becomes, who's making these calls? Is it really the teenager in charge, or the adults behind them pulling the strings? When you look at Lil Tay's history, you start seeing a cycle. Viral fame, controversy, sudden disappearance, shocking reappearance, and every time, the stakes get higher. Her father believes this is no accident. He says this is a calculated strategy by those managing her, designed to keep her name in the headlines no matter the cost. And if you think about it, it's working. We're here talking about her again, years after her first viral video. But at what cost to Lil Tay herself? Some fans are calling for her to break away from everyone and tell her own story, unfiltered. Imagine if she sat down with a major interviewer, someone like Piers Morgan, Oprah, or even a big YouTube journalist, and laid out the truth. That would not only set the record straight, it could end the speculation for good. But here's the thing, if her father is right, that might not even be possible. She might not have the freedom to speak for herself without backlash from those in control. All of this leaves us with big, uncomfortable questions. Is Lil Tay truly in charge of her own life, or is she just the face of a brand being run by someone else? Is the OnlyFans launch her own idea, or the latest chapter in a long pattern of exploitation? And how much more drama will we see before she finally takes control of her story? Whatever happens next, one thing's certain, Lil Tay's life is still as unpredictable as it was the day she called herself the youngest flexer of the century. Her father's voice is louder than ever, the public is more divided than ever, and the headlines, they just keep coming. So now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Lil Tay is being exploited? Or is she simply a savvy young businesswoman playing the fame game better than anyone else her age? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is one debate that's far from over. And if you want to stay updated on this story as it unfolds, because let's be honest, with Lil Tay, there's always another twist coming. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter.